have a 2010 American Auger 440T here that we thought we'd talk a little bit about. It's got some special qualities about it I thought you'd like to see. Usually on a maxi rig this kind of age, 2010, you're going to have a lot of questionable things that have been done over its lifetime. But just notice a couple things about this rig. One of the things that a lot are going to know is it's going to have a Tier 3 engine in it. Guys overseas, guys that really have had some issues with the Tier 4 problems that we have out there. But one of the unique things about this rig, being a Tier 3, being a 2010, it doesn't have a lot of the negative qualities about an older rig. It's actually exceptionally clean. Your hoses, your hydraulics, not full of leaks, not full of dry rot. It's exceptionally clean for the year. As you move on from that, a lot of you guys know in the maxi rig business, the larger rig business really, is your undercarriage and your tracks. This thing has hardly any wear on its tracks. Tracks are not stuck. They track around great. The sheet metal is not full of rust, still in excellent shape, never been touched with paint. It's all original. Another piece on this rig that I was impressed with is your slide frame. A lot of the 440s that we've had or I've seen, a lot of welds, a lot of gussets, they pull big pipes, so there's a lot that happens to these rigs. This particular rig has never had any cracks, has never had any re-welds. It's all completely original. The bolts are all intact. None of your plates have been re-welded. Totally straight, totally clean. I was impressed. As you walk this rig and you go to the vices to me, I thought they were exceptional. You think about your die blocks, just the overall stance of this rig. Once again, never been welded, never been messed with, never been painted, everything completely intact. It shows that the customer actually was doing his service, doing his maintenance on this rig. The biggest thing I saw on this rig when we received this rig in is the part that I do first. I always walk the rack. There's certain things you don't want to fix on a maxi rig, and that is rack and pinion and rail wear and then getting into your gearbox. As you look at this rig, you're going to notice there is just no rack wear at all. And another thing about this rig that I was super impressed with is this is usually, just because of the corrosive elements, is full of rust. It's usually pitted rust. It's just part of having a rig like this. This ring's never been painted, but as you walk this rack, up and down this rack, all of the paint is still here, and it's got very little rust. As you get into gearbox, of course you're going to have a couple motors that have been replaced. It's not leaking out of your gearbox, front and rear, everything's intact. Once again, has not been re-welded, has not been expanded, hasn't been overpressurized. All those pieces are what we look at when we look at a 440T. As you see on this rig, we have it hooked up electronically to our cab, so we can run this rig on site. This rig can be operated here. As you walk the rack, as you look at this rig, you can view it on site here and watch it perform. The cab on this 440 actually goes along with the rig. It's all original. Windows are all clean. If you were to go inside this cab, you'd see controls are all clean. It doesn't look like a lot of cabs, even a few years old sometimes. Once again, just showed kind of the care that this rig had throughout its life. For some of you guys on a 440, maybe you're used to a 330, there's some pieces you need to make a 440 complete. You have your front and rear stabilizer plates or stake down plates, whatever you want to call them, all your cross rails, your stabilizer posts, and then also, as you see in the back, we have plenty of drill stem. We also have support equipment to go along with this rig. We have recyclers, we have pumps. Something unique to this particular rig was it was sold brand new from Augers with a P600. This is a 2011 P600. It's got 2,800 hours, so less than the rig. But if you look similar to the rig, it kind of gets you a feel for who owned it. This rig is exceptionally clean for the year. I mean, it in no way looks like a 2011. It looks like a low hour, newer rig. It just gets you a feel for what actually this customer did with this rig and the care he took for it. So for anyone looking for a maxi rig right now, I think it'd be worth your time to take a look at this rig. There's some special qualities about it, whether you're in the States, whether you're overseas, because it has a Tier 3 engine. I think this is a rig to look at. Give us a call or email us. We'll send you some videos, send you some more highlights that we liked about this rig.